So what did I think about Dan Quinn's Washington Commanders t-shirt with the feathers on it, and how I felt about it in light of the fact that Washington has changed their name from years ago. They haven't been known as the Redskins in some years, and the Washington football team Commanders. I think that he was inappropriate. I think he needs to be reprimanded for it. I don't want nobody saying, oh, be lighthearted and all that and political correctness. It ain't about political correctness. It's about the facts. Now, Daniel Snyder was a piece of trash that was the owner of that team, but he did make amends with anything that was considered offensive. And it was offensive. All the Indian paraphernalia being used by teams and logos is offensive. The Atlanta one with the chop, all that stuff's offensive. You don't use a race of people to justify your means and the offensive imagery. Just like Cleveland used to do with the Indians, it was offensive. That's why they went by the name the Guardians. For a society to be in a better place, they have to make changes. Oh, there's a fine line with some things that are politically incorrect, what people get upset about. However, if you're going to accept elements of people that have to be addressed as a certain name or something, then you should do that with the culture. Because let me tell you something. You can mask your sexuality in interviews and places. You can mask your tattoos. You can mask your nose piercings, your ring, all that. You can't mask your race. You can't mask the God createdness that you were. It's always amazing how, just being such, just let him be. It's not that. Yes, it is. Because one thing leads to another that leads to another. He don't need to wear a shirt like that. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's muscling his white privilege to see if anybody's going to call him out on it. And while it might not seem like a thing, those feathers and imagery do come together. Now, I don't know what he is in his heart of heart. I don't usually trust white men when it comes to cultural issues. No way. As a golden rule most of the time, because in America with 3Ks, they know they have privilege. They know they can pretty much do what they want to do. And they never ever address sensitive issues. I remember when Bruce Arians, who was a Super Bowl winning head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, when Tom Brady and all that, when he was talking about Black Lives Matter and all that, he actually had a press conference where he said, well, I thought we did that in the 60s. That's what Mike Dick and them would say. Because they do bring black folks into positioning and they work with them and stuff. But to really talk about the real talk, when I say the real talk, I'm talking about ownership, management, and in position of authority. I'm not talking about tokens. I'm not talking about being on the field and running up down the field. I'm talking about where you have a real say. That's the difference. So when we start talking about some real say, it's a big difference. But he knew what he was doing with that t-shirt. He shouldn't wear that shirt. If people find it offensive, he shouldn't wear that shirt. You know what it means. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shitter if you like my piece.